Hello, I'm Patrick Jenkins, the FT's financial editor, and I'm here with Michael Darcy, the Minister of State in the Department of Finance in Ireland. Here to talk about the European Financial Forum, which is taking place at the end of January in Dublin. Well, Minister, thanks very much for joining us.
My pleasure to be here.
What do you hope this EFF, which is the third one we've held jointly, is going to bring? What are we going to be talking about?
Yeah, well, the EFF is it's new in the Financial Services Conference calendar, but even though it's new, this is our third time that we will host it in Dublin Castle on the 31st of January 2018. We're certainly hopeful that it's be the opportunity for a really engaging interaction between industry, between regulation, and everybody else that's attached. So we can look into the future, into the short and medium term of the future of financial services, not just in Europe, but in the global sense.
Now, one big topic that's obviously dominant here in London, and I suspect will be a theme that cuts across a lot of the sessions that we'll hold at the EFF, is Brexit.
Sure.
It's obviously worrying a lot of banks here in London, but from Ireland's point of view, I guess it's as much a pro as it is a con.
Yeah, what we've done is in the last number of months and years, we've been proactively engaging with companies. We would much prefer Brexit didn't happen. Brexit has happened and it's happening right now. But what's really important is to try and give business certainty. And what we're saying is that if people want to relocate, that the opportunity is there. We have one of the strongest financial services centres that is Ireland. I know everybody looks at it's all based in Dublin. It isn't. 1/3 of the sector is based outside of County Dublin. The sector is strong, it's vibrant. We have all the main players. We have a strong regulatory structure also. And the European Financial Forum is the opportunity, not just during the actual forum itself, but on the margins for interaction with regulation, industry and government.
One bit of news that came out relatively recently was Ireland's request that there be a 5-year transition, which obviously goes beyond the 2 years that has been suggested by the UK government. Why do you think such a long transition is necessary?
Well, the clock is ticking very, very rapidly, and we haven't moved as quickly as we perhaps expected. Potentially in December we may move to the next round, but potentially not. So we can't predict what's going to happen. The one thing we can predict is that it's currently unpredictable. And it's the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Simon Coveney, has offered the view that potentially between the UK, a 5-year period is better than 2. Your Prime Minister has said that it's 2 years plus. We're saying 5 potentially. It'll probably fall somewhere in between.
You think you've got some buy-in and support for that from other members of the EU 27?
It's difficult to predict it. I don't know, but certainly a 2-year period after March 19 is a short period. I think the complexity of leaving the European Union is now becoming apparent. It's much more complex than what was discussed during the debate, during the referendum, and it's a big job of work, a big body of work to do. 5-year period, it'll certainly be done in that period. Could it be done shorter? Potentially, yes. But we think 5 years is something that should be considered.
More broadly, what would you like to get out of the EFF in terms of the message that Ireland is trying to communicate to the world?
Yeah, well, one of the really strong things that we would like to get out of it is to show that the financial services sector in Ireland is as strong and vibrant and enthusiastic and hungry as we've ever been. You know, we're on the go only for 30 years, and in the scheme of things for a financial services sector to go from practically nil to where we are today, as I said, the 4th largest exporter within the European Union for services, is a remarkable achievement. And we're growing, we're building, we're stronger than we've been before, and it's not just in Dublin, as I said, it's throughout the country. And if we can continue that growth, and this is the opportunity for the interaction between industry, regulators, government.
Well, we have a great list of delegates in attendance at the EFF. We have Benoit Cœuré from the ECB, we have Mark Hemsley from BATS, and Com Kelleher from Morgan Stanley. And we'll have a full day of events covering a range of topics on insurance, on international banking, on regulation, on financial policy. So there'll be something for everybody in the financial services industry.